Okay, already in the last model, I think last model have been covered the if and if else. Okay, probably you have been undergone the in the online classes of the C. Probably have been yesterday I have joined in the class. I have seen that yeah, if statement they have discussed. Okay, meanwhile you go through the entire models, entire online classes, just compare the things, what I am teaching and what they have been. Okay, just go through that things. Today's class will go for the up to if else and if else ladder I have been discussed. Next is the switch statement. In the switch statement, the switch statement in the C is an alternative to the if else if ladder statement only, which allows us to execute a multiple operations of a different possible values of a single variable called switch variable. Here we can define various statements in multiple cases for a different values of a single variable. Variable is single, cases different cases, case 1, case 2, case 3, case up to case n, and finally default case. Okay, this is a syntax of the switch statement. Switch followed by the expression case value 1, and below case break. Break is an optional one, and case 2 break up to the n number of case. First last is default code to be executed if all the cases are not been matched. Just expression. In the expression we have to pass a value of the case 1, case 2, case 3. It matches that things. Rules for a switch statement in a C language. The switch expression must be an integer or a character type. Okay, here in the expression we have to use numerical numbers, integer values, or a character. Okay, it should not be a float. Whatever in the expression within the open bracket and close bracket, that things should be passed only integer and character, not a float type. For the same case, for the case value alone, case values must be an integer or a character constant. The case value can be used only inside the switch statement. It is with respect to switch only. Case is related to switch only. Case is related to switch statement only. Okay. The break statement in switch case is not must. It is an optional one. We may use, we may not use. If there is no break statement found in the case, all the cases will be executed present after the matched case. If it is known as fall through the state of C switch statement. Okay, what will happen if we break use and if you not use the break? Okay, first if you break, if case matches, first case itself matches, it will leave the rest case. It will not going to match all the cases. If you are use the break, then automatically if case 1 or case 2 matches, that itself breaks the exit from the loop. Okay, if you're not used, all the cases will the test, all the cases will be executed. Okay, let us understand the by the example, we will assume that there are the following variables: int x, y, z, and character a, b, and float f. Okay. Here, three variables have been different variables. One is integer, character, and float. It is in a chart showing that what is in a valid switch. Valid values can be given within the switch, or it is an invalid. Okay, already I have told that valid things are integer type and character type. Okay, valid things are the integer and character. Here, x is the integer type and f is a float type. We should not use float type. We can use only integer and character. Integer and character. Okay, x is a character. Here, 2 is an integer number. Switch within open and close bracket x. It is a passing value. Here, x is a variable. We have defined. Same case 1, case 2, case 3. In the case also, valid are integer type and character. Character is within a single quotation. It is treated as a character. Okay. Any expression 1 plus 2 case can be any integer value. X is greater than that character. X greater than y. We can define like that. We cannot use a float type in character, float type in case as well as a switch. We should not use float type in the both the switch as well as in case. That is f 2.5 only x. It is not an a. See, if you want this character, it should be single quoted. Okay, x plus 2, like that 1, 2, 3. These are the invalid case and invalid switches. Okay, here the flow chart for the switch statement. Just see here, the flow chart starts with the expression, switch expression. Whatever the expression defined in the switch, if it is matches case 1, whatever the statements below that case, if matches, that will be execute. Statement 1 will be executed. If this matches, case 1 matches, statement 1 will be whatever the body of the instruction statements below the case, it will execute, and it will move to the break, and break to the exit. It is come out of the loop. Okay, if it is not matches, if the case 1 is not matches, then it move to the, it selects to the, it will move to the case 2. If the case 1 not matches, if case 1 matches, it execute and exit from that loop. If you use a break, if you not been use a break, if the case 1 is if it is unmatched, it will test for the case 2. If it is matched, then it execute the statement 2 and move to the break and exit. If you are not been used a break, statement 1, if matches also, statement case 1, if case 1 matches and it executes the statement 1, case 1 matches, then it executes the statement. If you are not been used a break use cheyakunte, em chestundi, the loop, it will move to the, it will test for the case 1, and it not matches, it will not matches, it will go for this default, then it is not matched, then automatically exit from the loop. That is in a case when you have not been used the break statement. If you are used a break, automatically it exits from the, that executes the, that matches, and it execute the statement 1 and exit from that loop. The basic difference between the break, when we use a break, and when we use a break. Okay, functioning of a switch.
Sir, can you repeat it once again, sir? Can you repeat it once again?
How it is functions. First, integer expression specified in the switch statement is evaluated. First, it is evaluate the whatever the expression within a bracket, switch followed by the open bracket and the close bracket, whatever the expression is there, that will be evaluated. This value then matched one by one with the constant value given in the different cases. If a match is found, then all the statements specified that case are executed along with all the case present after the case, including the default statement. No two cases can have a similar values. Okay, we should not use similar value. That is, for example, case 1 and second also case 1. We should not use specify the same values for the case 1, case 2, case 3, case X, case Y, case Z. Like the different integer type or character types should be defined. It should not be same type, same. It's not the same values inside the case. After the case followed by the value parameter, that will be matching parameter should not be same for the different cases. No two cases can have similar value. If matched case containing break statement, then all the case present after that will be skipped, and the control come out of the switch. Otherwise all the cases followed by the matched cases will be executed. Okay, that is the basic thing. This is a simple example. Simple C program. Already we have been gone through this by using the if else statement. Okay, here the value number is in the switch. We have defined a number. Number is the integer type. You are entered integer type. If you have entered value is, if your entered value is, for example, here enter the value, enter the printf, enter the value, it is this place. Whatever value have been entered, it will store into the, it will taken into the number. This number, whatever entered value, for example, if you have been entered a 50, if you have been entered a value is 50, then first case followed by the parameter. Whatever the parameter, it should matches with the your entered number. It compares with this number. Switch number, switch you entered is 50. The case value is 10. If they are being same, if the 10 is not equal to 50, 10 is not equal to 50, it is the value, it is comparing value 50, case followed by the parameter, comparing parameter. If they are if both are same, then the match means the value will be same. Is saying that whatever things below that case statement will be the number is equal to 10. If in this case I have entered number is 50, the entered number is 50, it is not, case 1 is not matches. If it is not matches, it will be the case 1 is not matches, it will move to the case 2. It's going to select a case 2. In the select a case 2, the value in the case 2 is 50. This 50 and your entered value 50 is same, that is matched. Then automatically the case, this case 2 will be selected. This case 2 will be selected, and the print statement, print the number is equal to, your entered number is equal to 50 only. Okay. If you have not been entered any value, in the case, for example, in the initial case, you have not been, you have entered a number 4. You have entered a number 4. Then it first case 1 will be same. Case 1, it is not matched with the 4. Then it go for the case 2. In this case 2, the value is 50. It is not matched with 4. Then case 3 is 100. 100 will not be matched with the 4. They are not equal. Then go for the default. Default is number is not equal to 10, 50, and that is not a same value as we have defined. Okay, it is the simple using the switch statement. Okay, here enter a number 4. number is not equal to this number. Enter a number 50, number is, your enter number is equal to 50. Okay, just we'll see that one more example. Here in this case, we have used the two things. One is called x equal to 10 and y equal to 5. First case the switch expression. First evaluates the expression within the switch. Within the switch, the expression will be evaluated. After the evaluation, it selects the test for the case 1 and followed by that cases. Whatever the cases are there, we have specified that case. First is x is greater than y. 10 is greater than 5. Condition is true. Then and x plus y ampersand okay. X plus y is 10 plus 5, 15. This 15 is greater than 0. In this case, condition is true. Both the conditions are true. Condition true means it evaluates the output of this is true plus true, and with true is output is true only. Output of this is 1. Because the value evaluated in the switch is 1. It selects the case 1. It selects the case 1. If you have a value, if you have been made a different value, you have been entered a value. If you have entered a different value, say I have been made that y equal to 15. If I have made in place of y equal to 15 at that time, in this initial condition is x is greater than y, x is 10, x equal to 10, and y equal to 15. The initial condition is itself false. False is 0. It will not going to test the second evaluation, that is x plus y is greater than 0 or not. It is not bothered about that, because the AND operation is, it is if any one of the case is logically 0, second case it will not going to test. Simply it gives the output as a 0. Already you know this logic. The output of this is 0. It selects the 0, that is case 0. If x equal to 10, y equal to 10, it selects the 1. If you have been made y equal to 15, automatically it selects the case 0. That is 0 and 1. The options are the output expression. The expression of this case, this switch is either 0 or 1. Okay. In this case, previous case, we have been selected the first in this expression, we have selected 1. Next program, enter the number. The same using the switch, same only, written 0 not equal. Nested switch. Within a switch, we can use one more switch. That is called nothing but a nested switch. We can use as many switch statements as we want inside the switch statement. Such type of a statement is called the nested switch case statement. Consider the following example. In this example, initially I have been initiated switch I. I have been initialized. Just see here. First, I have been initialized with the 10. Here it will that I equal to, within bracket, I equal to 10. It selects this case, that is case 10. It matches I 10, that 10 will be matched. If that matched, print the value of I is evaluated in outer switch. Then it will be evaluated in the outer switch, that is percentage D and I. Okay, what you have is that you enter the value. Just simply here, this is an enter a value. Then it executes. Then one more switch is there. One more switch is there. Switch J. That is case 20. The value of the J evaluated nested switch. Print the, that is finally out or exit that. Print exact value of I and exact value of J. Here we have used one more switch, switch J, inside the case statement. We have used one more switch. It is called the nested switch. It is called the nested switch. Okay, that is about the switch statement. Okay, next is C loops. In that previous, I have been covered the things called the if else, nested if. Okay, next topic is the C loops, or you can call it the iteration. Iteration is called repetition. How many times it has to be repeated? Okay, loops, looping. Jump to the particular location of what we have specified. You need to move to that location. Okay, repeatedly you have to perform the same operation multiple times, more than one time. Then we'll go into use a loops. More than one time, I need a body of instruction has to execute it. At that time, I will use a loop. Okay, loop can be defined as a repeating the same process multiple times until a specified condition satisfied. Until the condition fails, condition satisfied, it has to repeatedly perform that operation. If condition fails, exit from the loop. There are the three types of the loops used in the C language. One is called the three types of the C loops are do while, and for. Okay, why use of loops in a C language? What is use of this? First of all, what is use of these C loops? Okay, simply the looping simplifies the complex problem into easier one. It is enables to the alternative flow of the programming, so that instead of writing the same code again and again, we can repeat the same code for a finite number of times. It should not be infinite number of times. The loop should be defined a proper way. You should execute. It should be exit for a finite number of defined number of times. It should operate defined finite number of times. It should not be loop should not be move into the infinite number of line. Okay, what is problem we'll see later. For example, if we need to print the first 10 natural numbers, then instead of using the print statement 10 times, we can use inside a loop which runs up to 10 iteration, 10 times same print statement. No need to write a print statement 10 times. Just we call that just 10 times itself. Advantages of a C loop. Advantages of loops in C. It provides a code reusability. The same code is used multiple times. Same code is executed more than one time. That is called the reusability. The same code reusability. Using a loop, we can do not need to write the same code again and again. Okay, same code, we need not to write a same code repeated times, number of times, more than one time. If that case, then we will use by using the simple loop. Using a loop, we can receive over the elements of the data section. We'll see later that array in the array linked list. We'll see that things. Okay, the two things here: reusability and same code need not to write repeatedly. Okay, next class I will go for the for loop and examples for a for loop. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Not spotted the recording. Just wait for some time. I will note down your I will call your who are absents. Absent is only I will call. Rule number 8. 408. Rule number 31. Rule number 45. T1 is present, no? Number 31. Number 31. Now, 45. Only 408 is absent. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Today, just go through the log in the NPTEL videos, NPTEL materials. Already they have been started. Probably you have been received your through your mail also. Check once. Okay. If you have any problems, any doubts in that, let me know. Any doubts, you can ask. Already yesterday I have been posted the in WhatsApp group. I posted the objective questions, that is 125 objective questions, that is for the mid examination, and as well as the question bank, that question bank for the mid exam purpose only. Whatever the questions there in the question bank, the same question will appear for exam. They will pick up from that question bank only. They won't go behind that. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask. See, one more minute time is there. You can, if you have any doubts, you can ask.